Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
So many other luxuries available, and KT are gonna, they're gonna handshake the Akali and the Camille, with the Maokai, great. And so they're gonna get outscaled in the side lane, about to come in for a gank.
Oh, this is a big stacked wave. Someone looking for it. We'll find that marker, the Storm. And the ulti's going to be there for Doran, but I don't know whether it's going to be enough as he does flash himself away, but it's to no avail, and First Blood goes over to Soan.
Yeah, and top lane is, it's completely fine if you're KT.
Yep, trades that one back, and KT are going to be able to take this first Ocean Drake against a lane bully, in theory, especially against melee opponents.
Alright, so far behind on the Camille. Well, actually, Soan might have bitten off a little bit more than he can chew. Actually, he might.
Yeah, there's the kickback. Finds the Q as well, does Pioshik, but look at the value from the slicing Maelstrom. Doran holding the ulti. No, actually, used that earlier on.
Yeah.
I tell a lie, but still. Able to lock down that kill quite
All
nice.
said and done is almost back at a pretty okay point when you consider that to get that 500 gold. It's so greedy beyond words relative to the game. Dragon's up right now. It looks like they're going to summon the Rift Herald in mid.
Yeah, and actually DRX do manage to coax KT over, as that's the depth charge. Bono is going to try and flash his way out as Doran trying to get in there. Yucal gets a bit of a snare up, but goodbye Bono. And that is no jungler for the ensuing Infernal fight, and Def just found a 3-man root. Does still have to flash his way out, and there's no more Aphelios for this particular battle. Soan desperately trying to find the backline as Def is taken down, stuck between a rock and a hard place, and now Chovy in a similar scenario. This is a disaster for DRX after it looked like they'd won. Just wasn't going to happen. Smeb goes golden, and I believe now it should be KT taking the dragon.
Yeah, I have no idea what DRX were doing after they got Bono. It should have just been go to the Infernal Dragon.
Right.
After it reset, you have several champions that are pooling so much gold on the map, and instead, in traditional DRX fashion, they run headfirst into KT for no reason. Let's go, let's go.
Yep, grab Dragon. Def manages to kill Smeb. Immediately finds revenge.
Yeah, they have Kog'Maw on Aphelios.
That's a depth charge. Yeah, they do take... I mean, this Baron is going down extraordinarily quickly. The arrow going to just sail past majestically. Carrier with a pretty good stopwatch, but he will flash into the pit. They secure the Baron. Carrier survives for a very long time. Now, DRX need to try and escape. Bono likely to fall down, as it is going to be Doran that grabs that kill. Chovy backflips out of the pit, and now KT look a little bit silly. They do pick up the kill onto the Camille, but the rest of the members look...
Actually kill a ward first. So, at the end of it all, Gunblade and it looks like Death Stance is going to be the next item actually on the Akali.
Don't mind it at all.
Yeah, and so on stuff. Yeah, Q.
Yeah.
Q, kick. Yeah. Oh, he doesn't have kick.
That's a lot of years, though, that he has to pick up. And, you land those Qs, you get those kills. That would have been so good.
They're just going to burst it.
Yep, looks like Depth.
No steal possible.
Doesn't even necessarily have the greatest guns, but he's got a lot of AoE, and he's got the Gravitum at the ready as well. Smeb taking a lot of damage, and Infernum will tear them apart. My God, but does get stunned up for a moment. Carrier keeps it
all together. And then, very surprising, they almost walked headfirst into Oblivion.
Doran potentially looking for something there as Pioshik finds himself a Q, immediately pops back, understands that there were ways to try and fight back as Doran once again hopping in as Chovy going for the flank, nails the Shuriken, but does have to go into the Shroud. There is a lot of peel and CC, but DRX just do it so many times. The Lee Sin immediately goes down, Doran goes golden, trying to keep himself alive now, but Def once again in melee range for some unknown reason. And now someone's looking to chase after Chovy and Carrier. This game is...
Zanya's Hourglass is effectively completed on Akali, given that Seekers is fully stacked with the stopwatch. Here we go.
Yep, got another team fight here as Bono's trying to get himself out of there. The depth charge does interrupt as Chovy is going to use that stopwatch. And the 200 years will finally work out. Big Zanya's there as Soan uses the slicing Maelstrom. Doesn't quite get enough work done, but Pioshik will fall down, and the Ashe is just kiting it down with so much DPS. Def left alive this time around, but the rest of the team not quite so lucky. Carrier and Pioshik that have fallen, and Deft, I have a feeling, is going to be joining them in the Death Chamber. The volley is going to connect. Deft, can you actually land a couple of autos here as the onslaught? Not really enough, and that is a lot of Inspire Shield.
We're gonna get the Baron. This will persist into the Infernal Soul.
There's a blast cone here. Doran is in the area. Over goes Chovy. Going for it once again in the Shroud now.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, massive ultimate though! Gets a kill on his way out. Now Doran fighting 1v1 versus Soan. Bono's going to turn up, but now looks to go back in. This is ridiculous. Pyosik will get in there as well as now it's his turn. Misses the Q. LS is gonna leave.
To where they're in a wide concave or something, and they can't really protect one another. Now Chovy is...
I think that you have to... Cookie Dough, you have to lie. Infernal Drake in 20 seconds. As Carrier decides to go all the way in. Booped back there as in goes Soan. A fantastic ultimate, and Carrier is taken down first. Deft gets exhausted as Soan goes golden. As you can see, Doran gets himself out of the fight as the GA is parked. And now, this could be the 200 years that they're looking for. Oh my god, it was so close, but not close enough. As the Maokai is taken down, but he is not the target you're looking for. And it looks to me like Aiming just wants to win the game. This game over and over and over. I wish I could say that there's sentient thought detected, but I don't think that there is. With the decision making that has been going on here, I mean, I have nothing nice to say, Atlas. It's actually insanity. It is. Well, we'll see whether Chovy can actually defend. Goes golden after taking down the cannon, but the Nexus turrets are going to fall. If Aiming falls, then this could be a big problem, as you can see Chovy trying to get that health back. He survives for such a long time. Deft is up in 1 second, but I have a feeling that this is not going to be enough. There's a lot of years, but not enough to save that Nexus. And KT will take game 1.
Is there a way to give player of the game with a draft, or?
Yeah.
DRX have drafted themselves into. They're so far behind on R4 when they lock in the Nautilus and hand it standing on the left. Should absolutely be standing on the left. He's gank immune on the left-hand side.
Well, that's immediately the flash forward is aiming. Oh no, the Pierce is not going to land, but it's not going to matter. Pyosik going to flash on forward. Bono a little bit too late. There's now a teleport from KT. They're doubling down on this 3v3 as Bono trying to flash forward. Pyosik just going to take him down, though. An absolute disaster as the answering teleport comes through from that one down. You mentioned 1,000 gold lead. Now it's 1,000 gold lead with...
He does have Hextech Ultimatum. They're just going to back off completely, not looking to make a dive.
Oh, that dredge line was fantastic. Decent answer, but Smev actually going to go back in. Still has his flash available, but there are so many Ren stacks in that tree. Tears them out, and the tree is going to fall down, and Aiming now finds himself strong at this moment in time.
Well, DRX are just very far ahead. I don't know what Soan was doing. Hextech Ultimatum.
Likely dying because the World Ender not available, and Pyosik's just going to put him in the ground with the Tempest. Probably would have liked that kill to go over to. You were talking about, you know, having the turret up for a little bit longer does help Doran out. But now just going... Doran has so much pressure on this top side that Soan not going to be able to teleport away. Is now Deft fighting against Aiming. Blade of the Rune comes down as he misses his ultimate entirely. It doesn't matter. Splashes forward, grabs the kill onto the Callista, and now Carrier is well and truly dead, and it looks like DRX have just given away this Mountain Drake.
Well, why aren't they getting the mountain?
Because they want to get the outer turret bottom lane.
Why ability to freeze bottom now? And now there's no neutral. Again, if you do it this way, if you take the dragon, leave the turret up, the 500 gold, there's no turret. Atrox does not have the Black Cleaver complete.
Biding their time for the minute as someone's taking a very long walk away. There are a lot of sticks in this, and this is just going to be going over to DRX. They will get Soul Point. Now let's see whether they can actually win the fight. As there's a stopwatch and a Fate's Call to make sure that Kerry is going to be okay. Bono just going to fall down. Kerry eventually does die as Aiming does grab that kill, but it's a 1-for-1 at this point in time. And Deft is looking for the low health members. There's the flash of Scond from Chovy, who will go golden himself. Deft trying to find an angle onto Amy, who gets towards the backside as Smev does fall down. Deft still wanting more, but it looks like DRX better. As Soan standing on top of his control ward. Looks like this Baron, once again, DRX, they do like going for these plays as Chovy finds himself a World Ender. Now pops it, moving real fast as this Silas, and avoids so much Looks like the Baron's going to be taken down. It's Camille that gets it for some reason as Carrier trying to get himself out of there. No flash available, so he is dead. But 4 members with Baron definitely feels good if you are a DRX fan.
Chovy might go down here. We'll see.
Can he 1v3 is going to be the question. Doesn't quite have another ability to hijack just yet. Can he actually go one? No, he can't. Kingslayer is decent, but not decent enough. And it's Sohan locking down the kill.
Yeah, they gave Sohan a lot more than the Aatrox. So right here, the thing that's so bizarre is the blue trinket spots no dragon. We come back into life, and yeah, looks like Varus was trying to get the Scuttle Crab.
Oh no, you're going to regret doing that, Sohan. I think Doran.
There's no way for DRX to lose this one.
Okay, well, unless Pioshik's just going to dive on in and throw his life away. So I beg to differ. He is going to flash. Safeguard comes in as well. So he's going to walk for the moment, but there is the ulti out from Bono. Chovy gets a Chains of Corruption. Doran's back to being by himself, which I'm sure he likes. Rabbitt's Hydra completed, as well as his Death's Dance. Red buff is now they're just going to pile in on Doran. Likely that he's going to fall down, and he does pretty immediately. As we're taking it in turns. I think everyone knows exactly what's going on here. As Pioshik's going to tag up Smeb. Chovy wants to get in here as well. So likely to be a 50-50 as Pioshik remains over the wall. Massive 4-man knockup with that depth charge. Just look at the AoE. It's now Pioshik looking to try and get in amongst it. Gets the kickback. Doesn't land the knockup onto Aiming though, who's kiting so beautifully. But now Chovy will find the backline. That is just a casual Q. It's going to be able to lock down that kill, and Deft grabs it in the end with the Ren stacks. And now Sohan, 1 versus 3 is not going to do it. Doran throws his life away, and it's all a bait as he teleports bottom lane and knocks down the inhibitor turret from 1 head to 5. That's what we just witnessed.
Yes, quite, Atlas. I really like how astute you did just put it. It was all actually a cruel ploy by Doran.
It was.
Yeah. To get caught out, he knew in that moment that the sequence of events that just unfolded would happen. Yeah.
Oh yes, oh yes. Have you seen Inspector Gadget? Do you remember that show? And you see the stroking the white cat. Like yes, yes, yes. Very good. I'll get you next.
Yet again.
But
and honestly, KT, their champions are not as protective as they were before, and the TF is so
level 6.
Oh.
Which is not available for Bono, by the way.
Okay.
Now the Dragon jumps on in, and it looks like it's going to be KT trying
we didn't
to get onto Carrier. Doran dives on over. Death still bouncing around as the Pantheon will fall down, but Chovy's going to take down the Drake. Smeb's alive with very, very low health, but it looks like it's just going to be kill for Drag. They do, and of course for the good old Pioshik, they do like that one, as Carrier now once again in a little bit of trouble. This time does manage to get that E, but it does not matter 1 iota. It looks like we're going to be getting plates galore. Maybe building into something else, and then late Trinity Force or something.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know. That all seems bad. The Cyclone's going to come through. Here is the Twisted Fate as well, as Doran does have the ulti. He's going to use it relatively late, and I don't think it's going to be enough there. Gets a good shield as he gets underneath the turret, but with the help of the center, it's going to be A-OK. Runic Echo's complete. That's beautiful.
This is going to be the Dragon.
You don't want to heat up that frozen heart? You don't want to do that?
Oh man.
That's a bit beautiful. Dive in if he wants to. It does have Def to get him out, so it's likely that DRX is going to go for something, and here it is. Carrier finds a stun to the backline. Big culling to be laid across. Carrier still going to be relatively safe there as the Dawning Shadow flies through, and that's going to be it as far as the Dragon is concerned. But Smeb's going to go down as well, as Chovy still kiting this one out through the back. Carrier dives in to throw his life away by the looks of things, as Doran just standing in amongst it, trying to keep himself alive. Definitely going to be the next target, as Chovy just doesn't do enough damage, and the double kill comes through for Aiming. A huge... Yeah, it's
You're
really
playing Bully Bear, you want to be doing these kinds of trades. Playing inside of your E makes it very one-sided. Now, KT's going to die.
Yep, Smeb is well and truly dead. He gets Dragon Breath, and if you get breathed on, it's a real rough one, as the Cyclone not going to connect with Doran. The Bears trying to get a kill back here. Another Cyclone comes down, as Doran not going to be able to close the distance, and Bono just standing there as an immovable object in between the bear and the monkey. Should be able to grab this turret, though.
Yeah, very surprised. Doran could have just ulted on top of the turret, taken the turret, and then ran the other way to try to buy more time, because he's not going to live.
Yeah, right.
But he tried to live instead. He's just building pure armor. And now KT They're going to summon the Rift Herald in mid. They wouldn't have been able to have if it wasn't for DRX starting that fight. And now Infernal, it's going to go over yet again. This is the third dragon for Shyvana.
Yeah, exactly.
Passive.
So the dragons are even more valuable, plus DRX have
finished on the Shyvana. Kyoshik standing behind everyone like he's Janna. I'm not totally sure.
a little bit strange. Someone looking to try and get into position here as maybe Smeb is caught out, but he's pretty tanky. As he throws down his ultimate there as well. KT are going to find Doran, who is not having the greatest of times on this volley bear. That Morellonomicon ASAP.
Ooh,
So I feel
they
like
walked over it.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Gonna find that one. All right,
But
Carrier
KT,
probably
yeah.
should be able to spot this one out. They do know what's going on here, as Doran doesn't have teleport and he was bottom lane, which is why KT have started this one up. Now Carrier gonna try and avoid what he can. Kyoshik goes into Dragon Form. 3-man E is gigantic, actually, as the Dawning Shadow to try and get those shields to make it work. Fate's Call comes down as immediately the Wukong is knocked up, and now we're gonna need a cleanse out of Deft. He does get it, as Yukal, he gets rendered, flash on forward, and Deft is going to fall down. Meanwhile, off to the other side, it is going to be KT winning this fight. A triple kill so far for the Wukong, as now Doran can do absolutely nothing. It is a full house. Monkeys full of
20 seconds. They're going to, well, actually, this is a bit interesting in that this is going to take them, honestly,
It's likely going to be a 50-50 if you can get around that corner, but it looks like it's just not going to happen. So that is second Infernal for KT.
now, the unfortunate thing is, like, you have a giga-stunted Pantheon trying to make his way up to Black Cleaver. That's just never going to happen.
Yep, and someone I think is just going to be dead for the 6th time. As there's the gold card, he's going to flash, but he's still dead. As he tries to run away, he's not going to be able to. And the rest of KT just pushing down the mid lane as Chovy's top side of the map. Trying to get a move down towards bottom side. Someone going to rotate over as well. So this turret is no more. He's trying to land as the culling comes through yet again. Softens up Smeb just a little bit, but he's not a target they want to be focusing whatsoever. I feel like DRX have been baited by Smeb way too many times. Inhibitor goes down in the mid lane. DRX, this is a really rough game.
I just don't think there's anything they can actually do. In the Kindle Gem as well as the Longsword, it could have just been another lethality item to help them deal more damage. Well, this is a very scary situation. As Dragon's up in 3.5 minutes, Destiny has been cast. Here comes the gate.
Yep, Carrier trying to block that damage from Yukal. Remember, he's close to 6 items. It's insane. Huge Cyclone into the back line as Carrier trying to flash out of this one, but already the damage dealers have been removed. The bear is put down as well, and Yukal's going to grab that kill. In the meantime, this Gromp is going to be punished. And this is on the eve of DRX's matchup versus Damwon.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of this is just so surprising. The comp that I would have expected them to win with most would have been their final comp. Because they had 3 winning topside matchups. They had a kill lane in bottom that was very good. And KT, they managed to upset DRX. And for me, I mean, I feel a little bit conflicted in the sense that DRX finally does get punished,